Good morning, humans. How are you? This is the Cartridge and Disc Podcast, and this is your Gen X Gamer on the morning commute. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I hope everybody is enjoying their work week. Mine is about to be over after today. Now, let's get into today's subject, which is, hey, you guys will buy video games from Satan if he made them, if they're good enough. We all would. You know, I've told you this, guys, before. The name of the game is the game, like Nintendo used to say. And it is all about the games with gamers. Who remembers all the outrage with limited round games and you know, everything that happened with firing their manager over there, social media manager, whatever she was, and everything that happened back then? That was a big story on YouTube anyway. But when it comes to gaming, it really is about the games, right? We have some of the same outrage people looking at the list of games going, hey, maybe Satan isn't that bad. It really is all about the games, guys. And when it comes to this list, oh my Lord, you know, they knew they messed up, right? And the only way to make it right with gamers when something like this happens is by giving them exactly what they want. You got to hit them right in the vein, baby. Right in the vein. You hit them with what they need, and that's sweet, delicious gaming titles, right? And what are we talking about here? You guys want to go through some of the titles? Because some of them, you know, wow, you know, they really wanted to say they're sorry here with some of these releases. So, you know, depending on your generation, some might mean more than others. But I see ones that, you know, really tickle my fancy, as they say. But I'll go through what I see here. We have another Crusade, right? We have Arzette, Jewel or Faramore. Of course, the good old reliable Castlevania Advanced Collection. Yeah, oh man. Their relationship with Konami is really paying off. You know, that's going to sell. Absolutely. Now, there's Chicory, and for me, one of the ones that really interests me was Clock Tower. Clock Tower. Yes, the original, right? As they say, the original horror game. We have Colossal Cave, Double Shake, Dungeons of Ether. We have, this is the one, you know, this is just some obscure game for most people, right? El Shaddai. I played on the Xbox 360, and that was like a psychedelic game, man. I'm telling you. If you partake in certain types of self-medication and you play El Shaddai, you will have a great time. You will trip out for sure. And the game that I'm talking about is El Shaddai Ascension of the Metatron. That one really interests me, right? Here's another one from the past, Gargoyles Remaster. Man, Gargoyles was such a good show. Gex Trilogy. Now that one in particular hits me because Gex, I bought, you know, I would buy the games for my son whenever they were on sale, and we ended up getting all three of them, I believe, and it was just a really good character. I remember my son as a young boy playing that and mastering that game. We have not one but two Jurassic Parks, the collection. We have Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park, the Classic Game Collection, two different releases, it looks like, because it's going to have Jurassic Park, the Chaos Continues. Man, here's another one. Again, seeing it again. We saw it at Microsoft, and now we see it here. This is going to be the physical release, Karateka, or as some of you say, Karateka. Karateka. It's Karateka, or however you pronounce it in Japanese. Yeah, definitely the title that you know, warrants some forgiveness. Oh, how soon we forget, right? Let me see. What do we have here? Midnight Fight Express. I'm skipping through some of them, guys, because it's just too much. It's over 20 games, but the one that really turns everybody's head was Shantae Advance, because that game was shelved for like 20 years and they're re-releasing it. And not only that, they're doing it in a Game Boy Advance cartridge. I mean, I hope they have the box and everything. That's going to be pretty cool. Oh man, they have Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, Odin Cars Paradise, and yeah, those are the ones that, for me anyway, interest me. I highlighted. There's over 20 releases. You guys can go check them out. But guys, sometimes you just need to accept yourselves for who you are, right? If you like to partake of, you know, drink here and there, accept it, control it. You know, if you overdo it, you know, you got to control yourself. But when you can't control something, right, it's better just to say it. You know, me, I'm a game hoarder. When it comes to gaming, I'm a degenerate. I can't say no, right? I can't say no. You just have to accept who you are, right? I try, you know, like other people try to stay off, you know, their particular vices, whether it's food, alcohol, whatever it is, right? For me, it's gaming, and you know, I have an addictive personality, and just in general, but I like to focus my addictions on things that are positive for me, right? You know, I'm a workaholic, for example. I love to work. I'm always working, right? If I'm not working, I'll go insane, right? I'll go nuts. I need to work. It's part of my DNA, and at the same time, I like to have fun, you know, in the same fashion. And for me, fun is video games, you know, something that is relationship friendly. As I tell my wife, that's how I try to convince her, hey, you know what, when I'm playing games, I'm at home. I'm not anywhere else. When I'm not changing diapers, right? When I'm not feeding the baby, when I'm not waking up, you know, at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm playing video games. You know, last night I was still grinding on Death Stranding Director's Cut again. I'm just in that kind of mood. I get into these things where I play a certain game, you know, and I just stick with it for a while. But this collection right here, guys, this collection right here is turning heads, right? I don't know if they saved the summer. I don't know if they saved E3, but this is a pretty good offering, you know. Arcade 1UP should learn from this, right? You treat people with good games after you went and done and, you know, fricked up or did something, you know, that gives you a black eye in the PR department. The best way to come back from it is to put out great games, and this is what Limited Run has done here. And you know, I don't care how much everybody was screaming or what have you. There's a couple of titles here that, if you're a true collector, if you're a true degenerate, if you're a game hoarder, you will order. Shame or not, they're going to be day one on that web browser, pushing by on that shopping cart. All right, humans, thank you for joining me. I'm in a little bit of traffic here. I think I have another subject to cover in the morning drive, but I do appreciate you guys subscribing. Thank you for all the likes, the comments. If you're inclined to do so, please subscribe. It really does help the channel. And hit that like button. Guys, I will catch you on the next one. Take care.